Henry the Hawk. An adventure with Puff.
It's because of the imaginations of 6 beautiful people that this silly little fun story is written. They know they are loved more than all the drops in the oceans. Not too long ago, in a little cottage in Pennsylvania, there lived 6 children named December, August, June, July, May, and Max. They were outside playing under the big old oak tree near their house when Henry the Hawk swooped down from the clouds and landed beside them. The kids were so excited to see their old friend, they ran up to him and gave him a big old hug.
Well, hello there, my favorite fellow adventurers.
December said,
Henry, we were just talking about our last adventure with the Book of Secrets and how we met Elliot, Pete's dragon.
And then August said,
Do you think we'll ever see him again?
Henry chuckled as he pulled out his tiny hawk-sized cell phone and showed them the text message from Elliot.
Funny you should ask. Elliot just texted me this morning. Look.
On it were glowing words that read, "Fly east across the silver mist, follow the rainbow's end, and you'll find the land of Honolulu, home of Puff, the magic dragon." Max stood up and shouted,
Puff, the magic dragon? You mean he's real?
Oh, he's very real. And I think it's time we go meet him.
Excitement rippled through the group. They were always up for an adventure. June noticed something shiny on Henry's back.
Henry, what's that on your back? Is that a guitar?
It sure is. I've been practicing a new song for this adventure. Want to hear it?
They all nodded eagerly and sat down in the grass under the oak tree. Henry strummed a few notes and began to sing softly.
Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea.
As the melody floated through the air, the world began to shimmer. The oak tree faded away, and suddenly they were standing on a sandy beach beside a bright blue sea. A gentle mist rolled in from the waves, and out of it emerged a grand emerald green dragon with kind eyes. He came closer to the shore and said,
"Welcome to Honolulu. I'm Puff, the magic dragon."
The children gasped. July spoke to Puff and said,
Elliot told us all about you. We're friends of Henry the Hawk.
Puff smiled and bowed his head.
Any friends of Henry's are friends of mine. Come on, let's explore.
Puff swooped down and let the children climb onto his back. And what an adventure it was! Puff flew them over the sparkling waves and through clouds shaped like castles. They rode on his back, laughing and shouting with joy.
In a land called Honolulu. Together they would travel.
They sailed on a golden boat with Puff's tail as the mast, exploring hidden islands filled with treasure and playful dolphins that splashed alongside. And Henry, that silly Henry the Hawk, played his guitar as they sailed, the tune of Puff the Magic Dragon echoing like a breeze across the sea. The children sang along, their voices carried by magic. But as the song slowed, Puff grew quiet. He led them to a grassy meadow in front of his majestic dragon lair and said softly,
"The magic of Honolulu lives only when children believe. You see, I once had a best friend named Jackie Paper, but he no longer comes around anymore. I think he grew up and forgot about me."
A dragon lives forever, but not so little boys. Painted wings and giant's rings make way for other toys. One gray night it happened, Jackie Paper came no more. And Puff, that mighty dragon, he ceased his fearless roar. His head was bent in sorrow, green scales fell like rain. Puff no longer went to play along the cherry lane without his lifelong friend. Puff could not
May stood up and asked Puff,
Does that mean you disappear if we stop believing?
Yes, but as long as you keep imagination in your hearts, I'll always be here.
Henry flew over and perched himself on Puff's shoulder.
That's what your cousin Elliot told us too. Magic never fades. It just changes form. Kinda like me. I'm a magical talking bird that can travel through time and space and even play the guitar. But I'll only keep coming around as long as you kids believe in me.
The children promised they would always believe in adventures, the power of imagination, and of course, Henry the Hawk. Puff smiled and said,
Then Hana-Lee will always be waiting for you.
A soft breeze swirled around them, and Henry began to play his guitar again. The notes shimmered like starlight, and before they knew it, they were back beneath the old oak tree.
Wow,
Said August.
that was incredible.
Henry smiled and fluffed his feathers.
The best stories never end. They just wait for us to return.
The children laughed and waved as Henry flew up toward the sunset, calling out,
Until our next adventure.
and with that, all 6 kids waved goodbye and said,
We love you, Henry. We can't wait to see you again.
Henry flew up into a cloud, and a sonic boom could be heard miles away. It was so loud they had to cover their ears.
That was fun!
The end.